I just put an 8 in a liter. Throw some Jolly Rancher in, make it sweeter. Versace my clothes, I with a white hoe and she snorting 3 lines like Adidas. A black girl rolling off Molly.
That was a successful one. What you talking about? Talking about I ain't lit. What you talking about? Get my chair. It's your boy DCA Savage back with another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to will LeBron James pass Michael Jordan as greatest NBA player of all time? I don't like that title, to be honest. Greatest NBA player of all time. Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time in his own time. LeBron James is the greatest of all time in his time. Stop putting them together. Like LeBron is in one era and Jordan was in another. They're not. So what I'm really trying to say is LeBron is the greatest of all time right now. Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time then. But they are both the greatest of all time. Nobody can do what they are doing as of right now. So, hopefully I don't get interrupted during this video. But, I'm going to sneeze like now. Ooh, you like that dab sneeze. I'm gonna stop clowning now. I'm gonna stop clowning. Let me get my chair closer. Hold up, cause my phone is a very important part of my equipment. Alright, so we're gonna get into this right now.
All right, so what does he need to do to be the greatest and pass Jordan?
Well, let me say this. Look, everybody knows I'm a LeBron fan. Love him as a player and a person.
Yeah.
But I feel like, unlike a lot of people on either side of this argument, I'm objective.
Or on this side of the desk.
I'm objective.
You coming in friendly.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. We know who we talking about. That side, whoever it is in that chair, is not objective when it comes to LeBron James. I think it's just being old, because I'm on this side, too.
Yeah.
I'm on this side, too.
Different memories.
But I think one thing, a lot of millennials feel the way you feel, okay? Some think he's all ready to go. If they be fully honest, they think he's all ready to go. What you have to accept is that in many people, I don't think LeBron can ever be viewed like Jordan is right now, whereas Jordan is the undisputed GOAT. Like there's, really no debate, right? Whenever you say who's the greatest basketball player, it's always Jordan. No argument.
Kareem and Wilt get a few receiving votes,
yeah.
but yes.
9 out of 10 would say
That's
Jordan.
more out
Yeah.
of respect.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It's Jordan.
Fan.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know if
never actually
LeBron
seen him
will
play,
ever get to that point where it's like, oh, he's definitely the greatest. Okay. For me, I think I've said it on this show before. He has to win this season, the championship, and next season to be the GOAT. And he has to be the best player.
I'll give him that.
He has to get the MVPs in the finals. He has to clearly be the dominant player in those series. And then you have a strong argument that he could be the GOAT.
But he lost in finals.
Yeah, he's lost in finals.
So does that affect it, even if he wins the next 2 years?
He still wouldn't have 6 rings. But I don't think it's all about just exact number. I think he's better than Kobe. And Kobe has 5 rings. LeBron only has 3. So LeBron would have the longevity argument. He'd have 5 rings. He'd have a 3-peat. His career is going to be much longer in terms of excellence than Jordan's. Okay, he's going to be in the top 5 at least in scoring, top 10 in assists. That's unprecedented. You could argue he will have beaten a better cast of teams. Okay, the great San Antonio team. He will have beaten this Golden State team probably 3 straight years. This super team. That's something Jordan didn't do.
In your scenario, if he does.
Yeah, and you know what? If the Spurs get to the finals this year and they beat the Spurs, that's not the same as beating the Warriors. Even though the Spurs will have beaten the Warriors. That's not a super team. That's one superstar in San Antonio.
And
So-
one of the
That's
arguments
really
against
true.
Mike
That's
was
really
that
true.
the
Golden
teams he
State
played in the
got
finals
Golden
weren't great
State
teams.
Yes.
So there's always
stacked.
going to be an argument,
Golden
whatever
State's
type of
stacked
greatness
right
or whatever
now,
type
bro.
of accomplishments you are, there's always going to be people that try to shoot holes in them. And because LeBron has lost
Yeah.
in the finals, and the number of times that he's lost, there's a lot of people that think he'll never be able to get to Mike.
He
And one
could,
was
he could
ugly,
do it.
the
I
Dallas
mean,
one.
Yes.
That
like
was
I
ugly.
said before, though,
First
they're
of all,
both
at the end of
greatest
Michael
of their
Jordan's
own
career,
time. But
we
I can agree
started
with
getting
what
a
they're
little
saying
Michael
at the same
Jordan
time.
fatigue. All right? Even though he was the greatest, why is he playing in Washington? Oh, he's not that good. So we see this over time. Now that we've skipped,
When
a
those
couple
itches-
a couple decades, now because we have LeBron and the Kobe's, that it's starting to generate more enthusiasm. But man, Michael Jordan, the fatigue is not there anymore because
Yeah.
we have been watching basketball for as long as he's been alive, so that we've seen a lot more basketball. So I think LeBron still has a chance, but it's going to be very, very difficult, especially those 2 three-peats that Jordan has. Those are hard.
I wasn't alive then.
Those
but
are
I
hard to
still watched
compare
those
anything
games.
to. Now,
I
LeBron,
watched
from
a
an
lot of
argument's sake,
Old NBA
if
games and
Kevin
stuff.
Love doesn't
That
get
was
hurt, if Kyrie
that
doesn't
was
get
crazy,
hurt,
bro.
LeBron could be going for a three-peat
Yeah.
right now.
Yes,
if
sir.
they don't have the Maverick series,
Yes, sir.
he could have three-peated in Miami.
Yes, sir.
So he could be going for his second three-peat. So I don't think he can never be in the conversation as the GOAT. Now, I think it's very, very difficult. And Michael
If he
Jordan's
wins
son,
these next two-
Michael Jordan's son Marcus told us to call him next time we have this discussion. So he sent Nick some shoes and everything, hoping that he would be on Team Jordan. But obviously, LeBron and his crew, I got to get Dallas and Maverick and them to send you
I watch
some,
Undisputed
yeah.
all
All right,
the
hold on,
time.
all right.
This is all
we
I
get
watch.
free-
Calm
He
down
doesn't
first
get
now. Calm down. Get
If he
yourself
wins
together.
the next 2, though, if he wins this year and next year, does that make him the GOAT?
To me, no. They're on
that's
equal
not
footing.
enough.
You
Okay.
can't take away them 2 three-peats and 6-0.
Yeah.
What did Rick James say? Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, I was going to quote
No.
something else.
Yeah, there's plenty of other things we could have said, but
Let's go with that one.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
I can testify to that.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, man. The way we revise history about what did and didn't happen. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this whole thing.
you're talking about Jordan now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because LeBron's
I
in
used to sound
it.
like a little
so let's
girl
just.
right
I'm just
there.
gonna. I will at least for this.
Sound like a
entree,
little girl right there. He said,
Give
yeah.
no opinions.
Yeah.
Just some facts. Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
yeah.
Before Scottie Pippen got there,
Lil Uzi.
people talk about LeBron's cast. Before Scottie Pippen got there, not only didn't win a
Do
playoff
y'all think
series,
Durant's been treated fairly
only
since he's been
won one
going
playoff
since he went to Golden
game,
State?
1-9.
I think he's been treated
in
fine.
Played
playoffs.
Boston twice.
They're feeding him
the
the
greatest
ball,
all
so.
time.
Okay, hold up. Just
Won one game.
let me just lay it out. Just let me lay it out. Let me lay it out.
Had people calling him God.
Hold on. Let me just.
Larry Bird.
That's fine. Let me just lay it out. Michael Jordan. People bring up the 6-0 in the finals, which is really, really impressive. But that also means he lost 7 times before getting to the finals. Michael Jordan 30-7 in playoff series in his career. LeBron James 29-8 in playoff series in his career. They've played the same amount of series. LeBron has 1 fewer series victory. Michael Jordan, they'd have won 8
only got
straight,
one.
is what I hear, if he didn't go play baseball or get thrown out of the league for gambling. One of the two. I forget which happened. Okay, well that's interesting, and that would be a good point if Michael Jordan had actually missed 2 seasons, but he didn't. He missed a season and a half.
Oh, hold on. You gonna hold that 17-game season
I'm-
when he came back from playing
I'm not-
baseball
I'm
for
not-
a year and a half
hold on,
against
Chris,
him? You
Chris,
gonna count that?
Chris, I'm not holding anything against him. What I am not going to do is the
Forget.
revisionist history that acts like it didn't happen.
man,
Michael
get
Jordan was
outta
good
here
enough.
with that.
Hold on, Chris. Was
Get
Jordan?
outta here with
He was
that.
super rusty. I get it. He wasn't that rusty when in his first week back he put a double nickel up in the Garden. He wasn't rusty. It was
That's just how great he was.
okay.
He didn't shoot a good percentage
Okay,
that
okay.
whole time he
So-
came back.
so again,
he
I-
was not the same.
Exactly.
Okay, hold on. Well,
Talk to
same
him,
or
bro.
not the
Talk
same.
to him.
What I do know is his team made the playoffs, and in those playoffs, they were beaten. And so if people, what you can't do is say the 2 years of rest didn't help him get the three-peat, but the 2 years of rest also don't count when you're evaluating what happened in that window. No one is disputing that Michael Jordan right now is the greatest player ever.
Y'all want me to ring the bell?
What we all must recognize, though, is LeBron's not done. LeBron already has more rebounds and assists than Michael Jordan. LeBron will pass Michael Jordan in points. They shoot postseason and regular season combined the exact same percentage from the field, the exact same percentage from three. So at the end of the day, when LeBron wins it this year and is beaten
Ooh, he said when? Ooh, he threw a shot at Golden State.